Are you wondering what are the best foods to eat on your ketogenic diet? If you go on Dr. Google and you search what are the best keto foods, you'll get over 100 million results. How the heck are you supposed to decipher all that information? Well, thankfully, I have put together my 9 favorite ketogenic foods that will accelerate your results for more fat burning and deeper stages of ketosis. Let's do this. Hey Keto Camper, Ben Azadi here, founder of Keto Camp, certified functional health practitioner, best-selling author of 3 books. Here at Keto Camp, we're on a mission to educate and inspire 1 billion people. We talk all about keto, intermittent fasting, performance, and longevity. So if you're interested in any of that, smash that subscribe button, hit that bell, and you'll get notified when we release a brand new video. Look, I'm gonna present to you 9 keto foods that make all the difference for this new lifestyle of yours. I also have at the end here a bonus one, and I have to say this, number 9 on this list is going to be a shocker, but I gotta tell you, if you do a couple things right before you have it and after, you could stay in ketosis and still have it. And yes, hint, it is a fruit. So I'm gonna be sharing my favorite keto veggies that you can eat all the time and still stay in ketosis. The best fats, because not all fats are created equal. You could be in ketosis and have inflammatory fats, but you won't get the results you long term. So I'll explain my favorite fats. And yes, I know, more keto veggies. I'm gonna explain why they're so important. I'm also going to explain, like I mentioned, my favorite keto fruit that you can have all the time. There's just a couple things you gotta do before and after to stay in ketosis. And you're gonna get your favorite keto protein sources and your favorite keto nuts and so much more. So let's do this. Look, number 1 on my list is bone broth. You might have heard of bone broth, it's very popular these days, but not all bone broth is created equal. And I'm gonna explain how to decipher the good from the bad. But first of all, bone broth, the collagen in it, it's rich in valuable vitamins and minerals, and your body easily recognizes that as nutrients in your cells and absorbs that very readily. So it's a great way to get some nutrients into your cells so your cells can do the job of producing energy and feeling damn good. Also, like I mentioned, the collagen that's found in the bone broth, it helps your cells regenerate. It's the building blocks of the human body. So collagen is so important. It also has been shown, bone broth, quality bone broth, to help improve your skin and reduce cellulite. All good things, right? I always tell people, hey, it's not Botox, it's bone broth. And I did a video on this YouTube channel all about the amazing benefits of bone broth, how to use it, how to make it, what companies to look for. If you hit the arrow right there, right by the arrow, you'll see a little tab flip down. You can watch that video when this one is done. My favorite, just to share with you right now, it comes from Kettle and Fire. They use grass-fed, grass-finished beef. They use healthy chickens that were not caged in tortures from China. They do it the right way, and they have a whole host of different bone broths. They have keto, they have different. So I'm gonna put a link down below for the bone broth that I use with Kettle and Fire, and I'm gonna put a special discount code for Keto Campers. So that's number 1 on my list, add bone broth into the mix. All right, I am cuckoo for coconuts. Coconut oil is so healing to the body. There's so many benefits to it. I mean, studies show coconut oil has been linked to improved thyroid function. So important because the thyroid, the T3 hormone, is one of the ultimate fat burning hormones that we have. In fact, every cell, we have 70 trillion cells in the body, every cell has a receptor site for the T3 hormone, which is the active form of thyroid. And when you have coconut oil, it helps improve the function of your thyroid. All good things. It could help increase your metabolism, boost your metabolism, which can result in weight loss, increase immunity, right? So when you're traveling, it's important to have this. Better heart health. Yeah, you might be thinking, I thought coconut oil has been linked to heart disease. No, there's a lot of misinformation out there. What they look at when studies show coconut oil will increase heart attacks, they're looking at LDL, but they're not looking at this. When you eat coconut oil, it also helps increase your HDL, which is protective. And also LDL is not the full picture. We want to see the particles of those LDLs. It's a whole different story. I do have a video all about keto and cholesterol. You can watch that right here. Also, coconut oil has been shown to be antibacterial, antimicrobial, antifungal, and it is chock full of brain charging saturated fat. Yes, your brain is made up of 80% fat. In fact, when you were a baby and if you were breastfed as a baby, you were in ketosis because saturated fat and cholesterol is in the breast milk and it helps the development of that brain. The brain loves fat. So if you want to feel good, if you want to look good, add in some coconut oil into your ketogenic lifestyle. Also, 60% of coconut oil is something called MCT, medium chain triglycerides. The amazing thing about MCTs are that it bypasses your digestion, meaning you do not have to produce bile to break it down. It goes right into your cells, right into your brain cells, and it produces energy. So you get this instant hit and you feel good. It turns your brain right on. So I love coconut oil. And by the way, I'll put links for my favorite brands for these items in the notes of this video. So make sure you go watch the notes down below. We put the detailed notes together for you, keto campers. Okay, good news, coffee fans. Your coffee, your organic shade-grown coffee, is a great tool to add to your ketogenic lifestyle. Notice I put all these terms here because not all coffee is created equal. In fact, coffee is the #1 sprayed crop in the world. Meaning, when you're driving through Starbucks drive-thru or Dunkin' Donuts drive-thru or those just commercial chain coffee shops, you're not getting healthy coffee. You're actually getting coffee that has been sprayed with pesticides and herbicides, and it might even have mold, opening up your tight junctions, creating leaky gut, leading to autoimmunes. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about organic, shade-grown coffee, mold-free, loaded in antioxidants. Look, coffee has been used medicinally for thousands of years as a drink and also as a way to cleanse the colon. You might have heard of a coffee enema. Fantastic. It's loaded with free radical antioxidants and brain-stimulating caffeine. It turns your brain right on. Studies showed, here you're gonna love this, that drinking coffee, the caffeine in the coffee doubled the ketone production. So if you're having difficulty getting into those deep healing stages of ketosis, coffee and caffeine might help you get there. So here's a little hack for you. I said coconut oil is fantastic, and now I say coffee is fantastic. Why not mix it together in the morning? That's what I do. I have my fatty cup of coffee. Just a word of caution for you here is when you have your coffee, throw in some sea salt because coffee is a diuretic, and what happens is you are going to lose a lot of your electrolytes when you drink coffee, also when you're in ketosis, because the kidneys release a lot of excess water weight. 2 thumbs up. But if we're not replenishing those electrolytes, we're going to feel fatigued and we might even get the dreaded keto flu. So I always put in a pinch or 2 of some sea salt with my coffee because as I lose it, I replenish it. So that's a cool little hack for you. Put some coconut oil in your coffee with some sea salt, blend it all together. That's a great breakfast for you. So my favorite coffee comes from Purity Coffee. They lab tested against 40 other companies and they beat them all out, and they taste tested against 40 other companies and they beat them all out. I did a full interview with Andrew Salisbury on the Keto Camp podcast, and we talked all about the amazing benefits and healing benefits of coffee and how to do it the right way, how to look for the right brands and what to ask for. You can watch that interview right here. Make sure you finish this video first. Also, I have worked out a deal for keto campers to get 10% off your Purity coffee. If you head over to ketocampcoffee.com and put Keto Camp at checkout, you'll get 10% off. Next on my list is Beet Tops. Now, you're thinking, wait, beets are not keto? What are you talking about? Look, I'm not talking about the actual red beet itself. I'm talking about the purple and green stems that come on the top of those beets. They're called beet stems, beet roots, whatever you want to call it. They are the highest potassium green leafy vegetable you can find. The significance of that is that the human body requires about 4,700 milligrams of potassium every single day. And it's a very important mineral electrolyte in the body. So if we're not getting enough potassium with our ketogenic diet, we're not gonna feel so good. So that's a great way to get it. And how you make it is essentially, what I do is I just buy beets with the stems, cut off the stems and the greens. I give the beets away to somebody who's not following keto because they will knock you out of ketosis, and I freeze the actual beet tops, put it in the freezer, and then when I make my fatty keto smoothie, what I do is I blend the beet tops, the frozen beet tops with it, and it's loaded with potassium and chock full of healthy fats as well. So beet tops have been shown to detoxify the liver and gallbladder. Very important. Even if you don't have a gallbladder, it'll help with the liver, which is even more important if you don't have a gallbladder. Beet tops have more iron than spinach and less oxalates, and it helps your sleep and mood because it's loaded in magnesium. Awesome. So throw in some beet tops into your shakes. You could saute it with some garlic or some olive oil, throw it into the mix. Okay, we're on number 5 here, keto campers, broccoli. I love broccoli. Look, there's so many studies that show the benefits of broccoli. Number one, it helps to metabolize toxic estrogen. So many items out there, plastic items and toxins enter the body, and it creates a surge in estrogen, leading to the damage of DNA, leading to breast cancer, leading to prostate cancer, leading to man boobs in men. Not good. So when we actually have broccoli on a consistent basis, it can metabolize some of that toxic estrogen. Fantastic. Also, a study showed a 44% lower incidence in bladder cancer with the participants who had broccoli on a consistent basis. Another study showed 17 to 50% in a decrease in breast cancer for those who had broccoli on a consistent basis versus those who didn't. I'm getting a lot of this research, by the way, from Dr. Rhonda Patrick. Shout out to her. I'm gonna put a link down below for a great video she did all about broccoli where you could read these studies and go subscribe to her channel and check out the work she's doing as well. So it contains a powerful enzyme called isothiocyanates. When you crunch on that broccoli, it really helps you absorb more of these isothiocyanates, and it activates something called the NRF2 pathway. All you gotta know, keto campers, this is what we want. It's a longevity pathway and it's responsible and it affects over 200 genes. Yes, we are in control of our genetics. Our genetics do not determine our future. This is a powerful process to turn on your epigenetics because the genes you were born with, no, you cannot change, so they load the gun, but you decide whether or not you pull the trigger on that gun. So I'm here to tell you that just because diabetes or breast cancer or prostate cancer or whatever it is runs in your family, yeah, you may have those genes, but you're in control on whether or not you want to express those genes. And here's a powerful way to make sure you turn on good genes and turn off bad genes, because think of genes as light to turn on, light to turn off. And this is a great way to have control. A great product is broccoli sprouts if you want to 100x these benefits right here, and I'll put a link down below for the one that I use and recommend. I have 4 more tips for you, 4 more amazing keto foods for you, and a bonus at the end. Before we'll go to the next one here, number 6. If this video has been helpful for you, please smash the thumbs up button so YouTube knows this is a beneficial video. And if you're not subscribed to this Keto Camp YouTube channel as of yet, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell so you're notified when we release a brand new video. And we always go live every Wednesday at 12 p.m. Eastern time if you want to ask me a question on the live stream. Oh, and by the way, I have a video I did on my top 5 keto veggies, my favorite keto veggies you can eat all the time. You can watch that video by clicking this little tab right here. Just make sure you finish this video first. All right, wild caught salmon. I don't know if you knew this, but the logo, the KK logo right here for the Keto Camp, that is resembling the bones of a salmon. Salmon is a high-fat, keto, delicious food, but notice I put wild-caught salmon. Farm salmon has far less benefits, actually could be more detrimental than it could be beneficial to you because farm salmon has higher amounts of something called PCBs. That stands for polychlorinated biphenyls, which is carcinogenic in the body. It does not contribute to a sustainable environment. Farm fish is not what we're talking about here. Wild-caught fish has higher levels of omega-3, omega-6, healthy fats, higher levels of selenium and other nutrients that we want. Farm fish does not have it. So we know that wild-caught fish is loaded in vitamin D, so important, and selenium. So if you are consuming wild-caught fish and it might have some trace amounts of mercury or whatever it is, the selenium can help protect with that. Also, it improves bone health. We know that studies show it helps with eyesight, skin health. And here is a great keto, the ratio, the fat protein ratio is perfect for keto. And I want to share a little hack for you. If you suspect that the source of your wild-caught fish might have some metals in it because heavy metals and toxins are everywhere. They're found in the oceans. Here's a cool hack for you. Take 4 Bind. So Systemic Formulas makes a good product called Bind that has activated charcoal and other things that act as a catcher's mitt for toxins. Take 4 before you have, 30 minutes before you have your salmon or whatever it is where you suspect has some heavy metals. It'll help bind that, take it out of the body. So I'll put a link down below for Systemic Formulas Bind. I did a whole video on the difference between wild-caught and farm-raised fish. You can watch that after this video is done by clicking right here. Okay, this right here is the most important items from this video. And I couldn't just put one on here, so I kind of grouped them all together. Bitters. Bitters are better. Bitter is good for the liver. Oh my gosh, bitters are so important because when you start to eat fat, a lot of healthy fat on your ketogenic diet, it requires bile to break down that fat. Your liver, which is your soccer mom organ of all organs, your liver does everything and anything. She's about 4.5 pounds. So important. So many people have beat up livers, and the liver produces bile. Bile breaks down fat, bile removes toxins. Bile is very important. But when you have sluggish bile, all of a sudden you cannot break down all the delicious fat on your keto diet. You cannot absorb all of those amazing vitamins A, D, E, and K on your keto diet, and you just don't feel good. And you're thinking keto is not for you. But the reality is that you're not able to even break down those fats. So when you eat these bitter-rich foods right here, they signal to your liver to produce healthy bile to break down that fat. Even more important if you do not have a gallbladder. I just released a brand new video on 5 ways to follow keto without a gallbladder. You can watch that right here. This is one of the tips right here. But if you suspect that you're not breaking down fat well, this is the list of foods to add to your ketogenic lifestyle. Ginger root, ginger tea, fantastic. Dandelion greens, dandelion tea, great. Artichoke is fantastic on your ketogenic diet because not only is it a bile builder, it also has good amounts of fiber, which slows down the breakdown of fat. So if you're having digestive issues on keto, add those artichokes. Throw in some lemons and limes over your keto meats in water. Some radishes is fantastic. Also radicchio, which I don't have on here. And here's a cool little hack for you keto campers. Basil, thyme, and rosemary. Yeah, you could cook with it and use it in your food, but also you could just smell them and it helps your body produce these stomach enzymes and digestive enzymes to break down food just from smelling it. Cilantro and parsley, also fantastic. And then apple cider vinegar. We know there's so many benefits to apple cider vinegar. One of them is that it thins bile, which is important if you're having trouble breaking down fats. So throw in the bitters, you're gonna feel so much better. I hope you hit that thumbs up button on this video already. Here is my favorite all-time keto nut, highest fat, lowest carb nut in the world. They're called pili nuts. Pili nuts, you may have not heard of them, but they are the highest fat, lowest carb in the world, as I mentioned. It grows only in rich, fertile, volcanic soil. This means they're loaded in nutrients, micronutrients that make you feel really good on keto. They are easy to digest, they taste damn good, they kind of taste like a buttery macadamia nut. And they grow in a hard shell which protects it from herbicides and pesticides or whatever is being sprayed in this world. So pili nuts, there's a great company called Pili Hunters. They make a great one. They have pili nut butter, they have the pili nuts. This is a great nut to have with your meals or as snacks. I'll put a link down below for them. Check them out, they're delicious. And I also did a video on 5 keto nuts you can eat all the time. I revealed my favorite keto nuts and the worst ones out there. You can watch that video by clicking that tab. Just make sure you finish this one first. We have one more to go, which is my favorite keto fruit. I'm about to reveal it to you right now. And then I have a bonus tip, which is probably one of my favorite items on this list. Hope this has been helpful so far. Please share it with a friend if it has been and hit that thumbs up button. Okay, I know this is a shocker, but yes, blueberries, my favorite keto fruit. And I'm gonna show you how you can have it. You can have your keto cake and eat it too. Because blueberries, they contain high amounts of iron, phosphorus, magnesium, zinc, vitamin K. We know they're loaded in polyphenols, they're loaded in antioxidants, something called anthocyanins. Here's a super hack for you when you eat your blueberries. Eat them frozen, eat them wild if you can, organic for sure. And the ice crystals that form on that blueberry, when you eat these blueberries frozen, it crosses your digestive system differently. It actually bypasses certain things and it helps your body absorb more of the antioxidants and polyphenols in that blueberry. And a bonus tip for you is to sprinkle some olive oil, some real olive oil on your blueberries, and that'll even accelerate the absorption rate of the blueberries. They taste delicious. I know it sounds a little bit weird. I use my fresh pressed olive oil club. Head to ketocampoliveoil.com to get a $39 bottle for $1. I sprinkle that over my blueberries. Tastes delicious and it's loaded with polyphenols and antioxidants. Here's an amazing hack for you keto campers. If you want to have your keto fruit and still stay in ketosis, then perform 50 squats before you have those blueberries. Because when you do so, you're gonna activate something in your body called the GLUT4 transporter. We love the GLUT4 transporter because what it does, it signals to your body to take some of that glucose that is spiked from eating fruit, and instead of spiking so high and storing fat and knocking you out of ketosis, instead the GLUT4 transporter says, wait a minute, let's grab this, pack it into our muscle and liver cells, use it as energy, keep you in ketosis. So that's an amazing little hack for you. And then if you want to add a 10-minute walk after you have the berries? Well, a study showed a 22% decrease in blood sugar levels just by going for a 10-minute walk. So that's a little cool way for you to stay in ketosis and still have your fruit. I'll put a study down below for the two things mentioned, the squats and the 10-minute walk. All right, we have my bonus keto food I'm gonna share with you right now, and then I'm gonna give you some resources, so stick around for that. This has been a lot of fun. I wanna say thank you for making it to the point of this video. I had to throw avocados into the mix. We know that avocados are a high healthy source of fat, which actually helps the breakdown of carbohydrates, right? Keeping you in ketosis. Also, I mentioned that potassium is so important, right? 4,700 milligrams that we require on a daily basis. I don't know if you knew this, but an avocado has twice the amount of potassium than a banana. And a banana is not keto, and a banana doesn't even hold a candle to an avocado when it comes to the nutrients and the potassium. 800 milligrams per cup when it comes to avocados. We know it has high amounts of vitamin B5, which if you're somebody who is stressed out and you're having difficulty for whatever reason in life, consuming avocado and B5 helps with your adrenal glands and it helps taper cortisol down. So that's a great tip for you. Loaded with phytosterols, which we know fights inflammation in the body. When it comes to weight loss, when it comes to feeling good, we want to reduce inflammation so our fat-burning hormones can get into our cells. We can burn fat, produce energy. Well, phytosterols will help you do that. And here's a little tip for you. When you carve out your avocado, get deep into that peel. A lot of the nutrients are in that peel, so use your fingers, use a spoon, but get deep into that peel. And if you see any black or brown spots, don't eat it, it's oxidized. That'll actually create inflammation. No good. I wanna share with you two resources to help you on your keto and fasting journey. I have a 12-page ebook called the Keto Kickstart Guide, which you could get for free today. I'm gonna teach you my 4-pillar approach to keto. There's also a meal plan in there and some cool little tips for you. If you go to ketokickstartguide.com, you can get that for free today. And if you'd like health coaching from me, and if you wanna be a part of an amazing community called the Keto Camp Academy, I wanna coach you. I wanna show you the way. There's over 150 videos in the Keto Camp Academy portal about keto, about fasting, digestion, thyroid, diabetes, fitness, everything, self-development, and there's 2 monthly coaching calls with me, all for about $1 a day. There's a free 7-day trial for you to try out the Academy, no charge. Head over to ketocampacademy.com, learn about it, and I wanna coach you. If this video has been helpful for you, Keto Camper, please smash that thumbs up button and subscribe. I also want to know, out of the 10 foods I just shared with you, which one was your favorite? Was it the bone broth, number 1? Was it the coconut oil, number 2? Was it the organic shade-grown coffee? Was it the broccoli? Was it the wild-caught fish? Was it the bitters, the list of bitters, the peely nuts, the blueberries with that little hack, or the avocado? Which one was your favorite? Comment down below, let me know. I'm very curious and I hope this video was helpful. Thank you so much for watching the entire video through. You will see me on the next one.